What's up, everyone? Yep, it's your friend Movie and Game Lover 98 here, and welcome to my first stream of 2024. This is going to be my first stream of 2024, where I'm going to be showing off my Thomas and Friends home media collection. This time the final one, ending off with the Brenner Era stuff, but that does not include the stupid All Engines Go. So yep, let's get started, and I hope you guys are welcome to join, because I know some of you guys are willing to join, the fans of Thomas. But I need to address some rules, but they're also provided in the description of this stream. Please no inappropriate background stuff or showing me inappropriate stuff, because if that person's screen is doing that, I'll have to kick that person out of the stream, or I just cannot allow them in at all. And I'll give the link in the live chat, and it's also provided in the description of the stream as well. Alright, provide the link a few times, and it's also provided in the description as well. So yep, let's get started with showing my Thomas home media collection of this stream, where I'm showing off just stuff from the Brenner era only. Let's see, who's trying to get in? Oh, it's Cameron. I'm not going to add him because of what happened. Oh, and some people say hello. CO100 Abel says hello. They're moving. Game Lover 98. How's it going? I am doing great. I'm doing great as well. CO100 Abel. Thanks for asking. Avar, I don't know how to say that person, says hi, and so does Jaxie Mings. Hello to you guys. Yep, this will be interesting, showing off just Brenner era Thomas stuff. So let's just start with the first one we all know. This is Railway Mischief, which, yep, is the first one to show off Andrew Brenner era episodes on physical media, which just came out a month after Go Thomas released on physical media. Yeah, this one I do not have a slipcover for yet. Even though I have seen some versions of this with a slipcover online, but I've seen it through a lot, and I have seen it maybe on a few options on eBay with itself. Well, with the slipcover by itself. The only thing I'm missing is a slipcover, and that's it. And I probably might have to get another... Well, just a replacement case, because someone drew a pen over the proof of purchase thing on this UPC code. Oh, okay, I know what you're saying, Fiery. But yeah, Railway Mischief, I definitely recommend this. This is the only, well, Brenner era. Well, it's the only Andrew Brenner episodic release to feature Mr. Perkins segments broken up into separate parts. But all the other ones after this one, they just show different commercials after each episode. But yep, that's Railway Mischief taken care of. And Cameron is still trying to get in. I'm not going to let Cameron in because of what happened. Yeah, it is. CO1 Abel. It is strange. Next up, King of the Railway. The first Andrew Brenner Era movie to be released on physical media. But yeah, I'll just bring up something. So I actually should have kept my plain DVD of King of the Railway. The reasons why, because I don't know why, some US copies of the Blu-ray King of the Railway and along with Blue Mountain Mystery don't have slipcovers on their Blu-rays, but on the plain DVDs they have slipcovers. Oh my god, just knock it off, Cameron. Knock your BS crap off in the private chat, will you? King of the Railway looks decent. I hope to collect it on Blu-ray one day. Yes, you should see one at Able. It's one of the coolest Blu-ray transfers I've ever seen on a Thomas movie. King of the Railway, I definitely recommend this movie. Oh my god, it's still Cameron. Oh yeah. Frick Christ. Anyway, Santa's Little Engine. I might just need to get a new slipcover for this, because this slipcover is just worn out to crap. I'm probably gonna honestly have to just find a new. Well, I don't need a new case. My case is in good condition. And this is the first Andrew Brenner, well, just Thomas episodic release from anything to feature commercials in between each episode. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna get a new slipcover for my Santa's Little Engine. Yeah, you think so, CO and Able, but yeah, Santa's Little Engine, like I said. Yeah, I know what you said, CO and Able, and same thing with another release you'll see in just a sec, but we gotta get to the release between that goes after this one and the one after the other one. But yeah, Santa's Little Engine, I definitely recommend this release. But yeah, I think I might get some Thomas Wooden Railway stuff because, well, R.I.P. Roy Wilson. Wait, that's Santa's Little Engine? Now here's The Thomas Way. That was my terrible Mark Morgan impression. But yeah, I'll just say Thomas Way. And, oh, And he says, "Oh yeah, Hossman Railway had fun with toys in that line when I was a kid." Yeah, me too. Seymour and Abel. Maybe I should have kept those even before Roy Wilson passed away. I know. Seymour and Abel. The Thomas Way. It has. Not only is that my favorite episode of season 17, yes, because it's called The Thomas Way, and it's got Thomas as the lead. Well, Doc is a side character with him. I also like Percy's Lucky Day. That one's my favorite of season 17 with Percy as the lead, or as the main character. Yeah, but it's probably going to have to get some different Tosswind Railway stuff if I did rebuild my Tosswind Railway collection, just like I did with my Tomy stuff, so you weren't able, because you know me, I just cannot just regain the same stuff I had when I was a kid, but I'll still have some Tosswind Railway stuff, but I'll also have to find them differently. Just like I said, in loving memory of Roy Wilson, may he rest in peace, the creator of the Tosswind Railway line back in the 90s. Deadpool says you definitely call this a home media collection because you're a Lego Lover 117 fan. Well, I am a fan of Lego Lover 117's videos, technically. There's the Thomas Way. But yeah, Thomas Way, and also, yeah, this is the only way to watch the bonus episode is you have to select it from the menu, like with a different release we'll see later on down the line. But I'm happy this is the last Thomas episodic release to be put in full screen, to stay in full screen until we get to the next release, where we're going to go widescreen the episodes. But Thomas Way, I definitely recommend it. Don't freaking say that, Deadpool. I like him as a person, but I'm just staying up subscribed to him for several months. But anyway, here's Spills and Thrills next. Oh, and if you guys didn't also know aware, other things, other kid shows are allowed to be talked about as well. Like, you know, kid shows that were owned by Hit Entertainment back then. You know, like Wiggles, Barney, Bob the Builder, Kipper. For what reason did something happen to... No, it's just... I literally tried to tell him sorry about me misbehaving in his last year's stream, for his very last stream of last year, and I was so angry he put me in timeout, it really pissed my BS butt off. Oh, Jesus, the TTTE fan 2K6 says, can we fix it? Yes, we can, as they say. And Lofty says, yeah, I think so. And Jackson Mink says, I hope I can get Spills and Thrills if it's Lionsgate Universal. I recommend the Lionsgate print, because this one, it comes with a slipcover. Yeah, this one I also need to upgrade along with Santa's little engine. But the others, I don't really have to, because they're in enough good condition as it is. Yep. Well, anyway, Spills and Thrills. Not to be confused with Spills and Chills from the Model series, the Season 5 Model series release, but this is a... Yeah, it is a nice one, CO1 Able. This one's got... Even though it's not embossed, it has nice artwork. Yeah, I don't know why it is with early... I think, like, starting with... Oh, I don't know. Yeah, starting, I think, with A Very Tallest Christmas, they stopped putting them embossed. Or I think they do. Like I said, I think starting with the Veritas Christmas, they stopped putting the releases, stopped putting embosses on the slipcover. So it's not like this release and the Santa's Little Engine were the earliest ones of the Brenner era. No, these nitrogen ones did the same too. Even though a lot of the releases didn't even have slipcovers to begin with, like all those season 13 and 14 releases, and even some 15 releases. Well, ones from season 15 at least. Well, Spills and Thrills, I recommend this release. Especially because, as I know this, I'll say this, I just want to say this does contain Lego Lover's favorite Thomas DVD game he's ever played, which is Biff Bash Bosh. And I actually did remember playing this, and I got to the docs portion on someone else's stream. Cameron says, "How was your New Year movie Game Lover 98? It was amazing. Thanks for asking that, Cameron. I got to do some celebration countdowns and all that stuff. Spills and Thrills, I definitely recommend this release. None of these episodes have flaws, but I know some people hate the Afternoon Tea Express. Next up, we go to Trouble on the Tracks, not to be confused with the PC game from the 2000s, but this is the first episodic Season 18 release to come out in the States. Yeah, it came with a Walmart sticker, but I did not get this from Walmart back in the day. I bought off of eBay. Jackson says, "I hope I can get Trouble on the Tracks if it's Lionsgate or Universal." But just like I said with this, just like I said with Spills and Thrills, Jackson Minx, I recommend the Lionsgate print because you know me, I love being my slipcovers. The only Thomas Brenner I like is The Great Race. Cameron says, "Well, there are some other great Andrew Brenner era stuff of Thomas besides Great Race." Well, that's going to be much later. And C100 says, "I remember playing the Trouble on the Tracks 2000 PC game. It's interesting to see a CGI Thomas and Friends DVD of the same thing." And the next release we'll see in just a sec will also say it has the same name as a Thomas DVD release from a different region, which is coming up next in a second. But yeah, Trouble on the Tracks. This one, at least, some of the episodes are great on this release, so that's all I'll say. But unfortunately, this is the last Thomas DVD to be distributed by Lionsgate, and this is the only season 18 episodic Thomas release in America to be distributed by Lionsgate. But starting with the next release onwards, they'll always be distributed by this company. But yeah, Trouble on the Tracks, I definitely recommend this release. Now on to Engines to the Rescue, which was one of the most trickiest Thomas CGI releases to get. And yep, it's definitely as a title from a UK Thomas DVD release. It's has the title of of the home media product from the 2000s featuring some season 7 and a couple season 6 episodes. Oh, and RWS Thomas will be fan123 says, I have Thomas Engines to the Rescue on DVD. That's cool, RWS. Hopefully you can acknowledge that. Because, well, hopefully you can join and hopefully you can say hello to me as well, Railway Series. Jackson says, I hope I can get Engines to the Rescue soon. I hope you do, Jackson, because this has been going up in price. I'll just say now because it's 2024 that, well, this one cost me less than $30. Well, I could just look to see how much I purchased for it. Well, at least I didn't bring it up to the camera because I know you guys didn't want to show that. Hopefully I didn't do this wrong because hopefully this doesn't determinate from the YouTube thing. I'll just do it like this. Okay, Engines to the Rescue. Yep, first Thomas Home Media product to be distributed by Universal. And hello, Light Blue Yoshifano 2. And C100 April says, pretty cool how that US CGI Thomas DVD uses the same tile as one UK model series. Oh, yep, toss him with Fan123, let me add him.
Hey.
Hey, Railway Series. Welcome to my stream showing off my Thomas Home Media collection, just Brenner Era stuff only. Engines to the Rescue, I know you've got it.
Yeah, I know.
It took me a ton of tries to buy this, but luckily I found one less than $30 off eBay. As soon as we're done with the collection, we can show other things as long as it's Thomas. Well, other Thomas stuff can be shown, and other shows, kids shows other kids shows can be shown, but I think maybe for this one, other shows that were just kids shows that were distributed by Hit Entertainment, like Bob the Builder, Barney and Friends, Wiggles. But I guess we could talk about other. I mean, those were on PBS Kids along with other ones. Oh, C100 Abel says hello to you. He says hello to you, Railway Series, and how you're doing, and hope you had a great. He says hope you had a great Christmas, and he'd like to wish you a happy New Year, and he'd like to meet. He says nice to meet you. And Aiden Lamont Production says my birthday was last month. Well, happy late birthday to you, Aiden. Engines to the Rescue. Definitely well, good luck finding it to all you guys out there who don't have it. Good luck trying to find it. All right, next up to Tale of the Brave. And oh, Jackson Mink says I will turn 18 in 2027. Oh my gosh. 2027? I'll be 29. Is you're saying that, Jackson Minks, in the live chat, that you'll be turning 18 in the next 3 years rather. It's 2024 now. But 2027 in the next 3 years, I'll be 29. Oh, C1 Able says, hopefully I'll be able to collect that rare US Tom Studio one day. And he says, Tale of the Brave is another decent looking children's movie. Yes, I got to agree. One concept I knew about this movie, that when the song Monsters Everywhere plays, it puts me in mind of those songs. Well, Pink Elephant's on Parade from Dumbo, and have Lumps and Boozles from all Winnie the Pooh franchise movies.
I do have Tale of the Brave DVD.
Plain DVD. You know what? I'm actually going to tell you about something about those Thomas movies. I actually wanted to keep them on just plain DVD with the slipcover. We'll just talk about it later. But Tale of the Brave, at least the specials, they have the slipcovers embossed, but for the episodic ones, actually for some reason, yeah, they stopped doing the embossed. I'll just say this right now. I think starting after, like, Blue Mountain Mystery, they stopped putting embossed, starting with A Very Thomas Christmas, and, well, sort of came back with King of the Railway, and then it just disappeared after Santa's Little Engine, and now for coming back to this release, they're sort of doing embossed. Like I said, well, I mean, it doesn't matter if you get Tale of the Brave on solo DVD or on Blu-ray, but I prefer this Blu-ray combo pack, because you know me, I love Blu-ray picture quality. But luckily, no one's in the stream right now, because for some reason, Jake Martin played the part both me and him despised for some reason in Flicka's birthday stream, the stream for Flicka's birthday last year. Yes, we know that part, that stupid BS part with Percy acting like a BS craphead to Thomas. I'm saying these two. I'm just saying the two letters because I don't want to say the word that dirty sh word along with the word bull.
But I prefer the BI, which is, I don't know why Percy was being a blithering idiot to Thomas.
Because that was James being a stupid BS idiot to make for not realizing he could have just stayed in the sheds.
Yeah, indeed.
That way it wouldn't have caused Percy to just run back all scared, and then he would have been annoyed at the engines. He really saw a monster. But not only that, Thomas was so stupid in this scene. He was so dumb.
Yeah.
Can you believe, like, when he tried to tell Percy, Percy forced Thomas to tell them what he really saw? He was so stupid. I think Thomas was more stupid than Percy was. He could have just immediately told Percy that was James for leaving the pile of scrap on the line. So yeah, I think all these three are idiots in Tale of the Brave.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was James first, then it was Percy, and then it was Thomas before the accident happened. And even when Thomas came into Knapford and Percy was still pissed at him, but he could have just said, "I'm sorry for He could have just said, "I'm sorry for messing up my sentence last night, Percy. I should have told you it was James's fault." But I mean, when I did my HMR on this back in 2021, when I did a video on that, when I did rant about that part, I did say the minor swearing D word and the HE double hockey stick word and the B4 dash word. But aside from this, I'd say yes, recommend Tale of the Brave, and yes, for some reason, Lego Lover says, Hunter says, if that's okay, I will join. I will not show copyright. But hopefully, Hunter, please don't cause my screen to echo, please. Because if it does, I'm going to have to kick you. Because that's another rule. If anyone's screen is causing me to echo, I'll have to kick them out of the stream. Oh, and Jake Barton's already joining.
Hey.
Hey, Jake Barton. Welcome to my very, very first stream of 2024. Showing off Andrew Brenner Era Thomas releases only.
Yeah.
Which, but yes, for Tale of the Brave, which has that stupid BS part I hate. Oh, Hunter. Oh, Hunter. Oh, Hunter. Oh, Hunter says hello to you, Jake Martin.
Oh.
And Gum Robber. He's joining. Let me add him to. Hold on. Hold gum.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, I have
Hey.
Agents to the Rescue, which could be found in this. I got it in this
Mhm.
limited
Nice.
edition 2-pack with the digital code for Tale of the Brave. Speaking about that, here's the physical media of Tale of the Brave, which, yes, it has that bullcrap part that we despise.
Yeah,
You two despise.
I think Thomas, Percy, and James were all idiots in this movie. Because come on, this is supposed to be good Thomas, and they're supposed to be like good friends from now on. But no, Andrew Brenner wanted to make. I mean, this is supposed to end the classic series almost. Yeah. And also, the worst thing is, why couldn't Percy's driver just realize what's going on? Because come on, the classic series, the drivers are supposed to know what's going on.
Sometimes it's just one of those things you don't look too far into.
I know, and I know yours does not have a slipcover gum, the Tale of the Brave Blu-ray.
Yeah, but although this one has a little bit of hello. Actually, is that cut in the cake store? Yeah, it is. Just a tiny bit, but it's not terrible.
I know, but at least I was showing off some merchandise to Jake Barn, because like I said, I think I said earlier when I showed some inserts with wooden railway products, well, the only reason I'm getting some wooden railway products, may he rest in peace, Roy Wilson. Because, yes, he passed away last year. I mean, Gum Roberts got some Thomas Wooden Railway stuff. Good thing he kept his. May he...
Yeah, but I can't get it out right now.
But yeah, Tale of the Brave. Well, but I gotta say, some parts did entertain me. I do remember. Yes, I know the monsters everywhere reminds me of Hevlumps and Moosels from Winnie the Pooh, and Pink Elephants on Parade from Dumbo. Well, 1941 version of Dumbo, the Tim Burton live action one doesn't do that. But I still need some. I need to get Tim Burton's live action Dumbo on Blu-ray soon. But I do have 1941 version of Dumbo. But Tale of the Brave, that's all done.
Oh yes, and Engines to the Rescue, yes, the first Thomas DVD to be distributed by Universal instead of Lionsgate, so...
Yeah, but Lionsgate is still open to this day, but they just don't distribute Thomas Media no more.
Yeah, and
Yep.
No, never mind.
Our Christmas Engine.
Something recently, but no, that's Shout Factory.
Wait, that's Christmas Engines. It's the first Christmas Season 18 release, not technically, because Trouble in the Tracks was the first episodic Season 18 release of Thomas in America. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this sticker on despite it's expired. This is already 10. This coupon's already 10 years expired. When you buy this plus the Thomas Tale of the Brave Blu-ray and DVD, expired on the 23rd of November 2014, but it's coming up on 10 years. This coupon's been expired for 10 years.
Yeah, I actually got this in a lot with Rescue on the Rails, brand new.
Yep,
brand new.
That's cool. Wait, there's not much to say about Christmas Engines. There's not much to say about Christmas Engines, but except
yours has the slipcover, but mine doesn't.
Lego Lover's copy has the slipcover, because I'm shocked when you got it from Amazon, it did come with the slipcover.
No, he said he got it at Walmart.
No, he said he got it off of Amazon, the Christmas Engines.
No, it was Walmart. I heard him say it in the video.
Like in one of his videos, or just like his stream or his video?
No, and it's HMR on it.
Oh, it's HMR. Okay, so maybe he got in the store. Okay, maybe that was during the holiday season, and he got this.
Yeah.
So maybe my brain's just bottled today. I don't know. I can't remember the past. All I can know is. Oh wait. Oh, Hunter says to you, Jake Barn, your birthday's on a Wednesday this year. That means, you know the drill, birthday stream for you. Valentine's Day.
Yep, of course.
Maybe that is the reasons, when my grandma likes to go out to play cards and other board games with her friends at a church. Maybe that's the cue. I could do a birthday stream for you on that Wednesday on Valentine's Day. Well, yeah, Christmas Engines. I don't have much to say about this, but if I had to pick a favorite episode, I'd have to say I like Long Lost Friend, or I have to say not Duck in the Water. I think it's okay in my opinion, but I just hate James's BS whining.
I would choose The Last Train for Christmas.
That one's cool. At least, like, the others, they work their hardest.
Mm-hmm.
And like that one, I saw James pushing Paxton. He was not annoyed. He was pulling freight cars. He was trying to work hard.
Mm-hmm.
But, and of course, The Perfect Gift. I know that's the one where it's like, I think this one's like Salty Surprise in a way, where Percy tries to get something for Reg, kind of like how Edward tried to do it for Salty, and Salty Surprise from season 16. If you think against you weren't able, he actually did it in season 2's he did it in Donald Douglas's debut from season 2. Went after let's see, Christmas Engines. I think I'm gonna say recommend this release. I mean, it's the last. Well, I think it's the last CGI Brenner era Thomas releases to have Thomas, Percy, James, and Sir Topham Hatt, and except no Diesel on this one. So this is the last Brenner era Christmas one where Sir Topham Hatt, Percy, Thomas, and James are in their original voices. Well, now here's Signals Crossed.
The final one from 2014.
Yep. Did release, well, this release is already coming up on 10 years old, but it's not going to be till, not for several months now, because this...
Not to mention Ferdinand makes a quick cameo appearance in this episode.
Yeah, you can see, in one glimpse of one scene, you could see us. I saw that one particular lamp, and I was like, wait, is that Ferdinand's lamp?
Hey, so I guess this meant if Misty Island was canon in the Brenner area in this, as opposed to that one episode from season 20 where Thomas is going to Misty Island.
Yeah, well, anyway. Signals Crossed.
Oh, I remember that. It was The Way She Does It. That was the name.
Yeah, that's the Daisy episode I hate from season 20, the way she does it. But the one thing I liked about that is when Thomas referenced Misty Island to Daisy. Well, Signals Crossed. And yeah, if I had to pick a favorite episode, I think I'd have to say I like Married in the Pipe and Thomas and the Emergency Cable. And the Duncan episodes between the one with the grumpy passenger or him being the humbug, I think the grumpy passenger one I like a little bit more.
Yeah.
And C1 Abel says a Misty Island Rescue reference in a season 20 episode. Yep. That's true.
It was The Way She Does It, that episode.
Uh-huh. And this one, Ferdinand makes a brief cameo. But my favorite episodes would have to be Married in the Pipe, Duncan the Grumpy Passenger, and Toss the Emergency Cable. So now these ones have helped me with my morals at work, saying if I have to sometimes deal with a grumpy customer, or I have to learn to do things if I'm in a bad mood or not, my favorite episodes are Duncan the Grumpy Passenger and Toss the Emergency Cable. But I do not like No Steam Without... Well, I don't hate the whole thing of No Steam Without Coal, but because we brought up that thing we hated in Tale of the Brave when Percy was not supposed to leave, but he left anyway, his driver was not even looking. His driver was being so lazy. Well, in this one, No Steam Without Coal, Bill or Ben's driver wasn't even... wouldn't stop being lazy and realize one of them forgot the coal, and, well...
I like
one of them.
They're just like, we'll just let them learn the hard way, like how Toby would do. Sit around and let the idiot make a fool of himself.
But yes, and I would have loved if Marion just said the "and" phrase once. Maybe like towards the third one when they say to apologize to Timothy. Maybe towards the third one. because I think I looked up the writer of No Steam Without Coal. Like I said, if anyone knows the one who wrote No Steam Without Coal, well, if someone knows. Hold on. Aiden says in the live chat, I know I didn't let you didn't let you talk because you let me get a second chance. Of course not, Aiden. Definitely not. Like, no. Like Edward said in Edward Strikes Out, just no. Wow, get signals crossed. I actually found this at a Target, but I had to just get a new case. Because
got mine off of eBay. I think it was in a lot, but I don't remember what.
Oh, you got it in a lot? Okay, I just got it alone.
Yeah, but unlike the next one, I did get at Target.
Okay, that would be next one, Dinos and Discoveries, which released the same day as the adventure begins, but we'll show this one first.
Yeah, actually I picked this and her Legend of Lost Treasure DVD up at Target at the same day.
Wow, that is so cool. But yeah, Dinos and Discoveries. Yes, I can understand Lego Lover hates Emily Saves the World, but they have some good reference past events in that episode.
Yeah, minus this little 10% off coupon in here.
Oh, that's cool. Mine's the same, but I never used it. But yeah, I would have to say I like Emily Saves the World because it's my favorite because it references to so many past episodes. And it even referenced my favorite season 6 episode in that episode.
Yeah, Thomas and the jet engine.
Yes, but you know, in that episode, Emily was not around at the time and tossed the jet engine. It was just Thomas, Percy, James, Gordon, and Henry.
Yeah, and one thing about Emily Saves the World, I think it's weird that seems out of place is when the globe jumps off like the flatbed off the bridge and onto Hero's train.
Or they could have just tightened up. Well, I mean, they did put ropes around it, but they could have just put it in a crate. Because, come on, this is not supposed to be entertaining. Like Emily just chasing a globe for several minutes. And another episode I need to reference is Samson at Your Service, where Samson took the express, but his driver wasn't even looking. His driver didn't. That's another one where the drivers are being so lazy.
Again, I just think they just like letting the engine make a fool of themselves.
I know what you're saying. But yeah. But I have to say, Timothy and the Rainbow Car is also really good. And also, like, this one, Marrying the Dinosaurs, I kind of like too. But I don't know which one of the Samson ones I like better. Samson at Your Service or Samson Sent for Scrap? I would just say the Scrap one I like better.
Yeah, same here.
Because, like, that, I don't know why Samson can't just ask, is that for scrap or no? And he.
Yeah, and I also don't get it for, like, Samson and Your Service. Why? Come on, those are the only 6 express coaches they have. Clearly, they should have more. I mean, look at, like, past episodes, like Thomas Meets the Queen, for example. Look how many coaches there are there.
Well, they did have the red coaches in the model series technically, but they didn't bring the red express coaches back until season 20 of the Brenner era.
Well, I'd say Great Race first, and since they were pulled by Flying Scotsman.
Yeah. Dinos and Discoveries. This is it's technically the last release for now, where Thomas, Percy, James, Sir Tom and Diesel are in the original voice actors. Well, even though Martin T. Sherman voiced Diesel in season 17 and 18 and King of the Railway. But now here's The Adventure Begins. Which I got this with the Dinos and Discoveries combo pack from Walmart. Mine still has the sticker. Where, if I were to do a remake of this movie, I would have to. Even though, yes, this one, I don't know why there's. Well, you know the errors I mentioned before, but I'll mention them, all of them this time, because this time.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I know.
Well, I'll just say, the one we know that they screw up the most, Henry in the new shape, but he's supposed to be in the old shape.
Not really bothered by that much anymore.
But they can't make an old shape Henry in CGI.
Of course.
And I guess the other problems, like, well, why does Tidmouth Shed still have the 7 birds? But back then in the classic series, there were only 6. Even though I can probably do this trick to only have 5 doors, because there were only 5 engines on Sodor at the time. This one only has Edward, Gordon, James, Thomas, and Henry. The reason I say Henry last is because, well, during the first portion of Release Full Engine, you can see Henry's boiler for just a glimpse of a second. Oh, but then when you get to the Tidmouth Shed scene, you can see Henry's full face.
Yeah, and mine doesn't have the slipcover or the booklet. Although I did find one that had a booklet at a library a few months ago, but couldn't get it.
Didn't have I think you have to take like cash money with you to a library store.
They had the cash, but I just asked for it. It was more complicated than that.
Mom, I mean, if you were to buy it, Gum, you could have just given it to Jake Martin, honestly, because he doesn't have this yet.
Well, I'm trying to get it from eBay along with Dinos and Discoveries, so...
Well, I mean, you have to get it together. All Fire's trying to join. I'll just see if it's okay, because this is probably mainly focused showing the collection. So let me just...
Oh, I have The Adventure Begins DVD.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I'll talk about something else, but we can talk about other Thomas-related stuff after we finish the collection. But yeah, The Adventure Begins. And also, and another era we got to mention, there's a picture of Sir Topham Hatt's mother in Sir Topham Hatt's office. Even though she doesn't appear until the Season 5 episode Gordon the Gremlin. And the last one we got to point out, another one during Release Full Engine song. There's a diesel engine shunning cars in the background. That's Salty, but Salty was not seen on the island at that time.
I'll have to watch it again just to see if I can find that.
You have to really look hard, yeah. Because Season 1 and Season 6 are very far apart from each other. But the cool things that they did make up for that is they used Thomas and James in original colors.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how they did the I mean, they didn't have to copy the classic Season 1 episodes for the CGI version of The Adventure Begins. They did them in a much cooler way. I think one example is for the Thomas and Gordon one, when Thomas is being pulled by Gordon because they didn't uncouple him in time. Hold on. See, Abel says I bought the US and UK version of The Adventure Begins on DVD. He says the US one's in stupid 240p, but it's in better resolution on the UK one.
Yeah, but this isn't in 240p. Okay.
Oh, Fire said in the private chat that that the only Brenner Era I have is Sodor's Legend of Lost Treasure, which is going to be in a second. I think we might have to explain our rant very quietly, but I'm not sure.
You will.
Yeah, we're going to have to explain the rant quietly, but yeah, The Adventure Begins, I gotta say...
But my rant kind of faded away, honestly.
But, I mean, we'll see a similar movie to that when we get to it in a sec. But yeah, Adventure Begins, and this also I forgot to mention, this is the first time Thomas, James, Sir Topham had changed their voices. Where, yes, Thomas voiced by Joseph May, Rob Rackstraw as James, and Keith Wickham voicing Sir Topham Hatt. But Carrie Shale is still voicing Henry and Gordon, and William Hope is still voicing Edward. In the episode Old Reliable Edward, they go back to their old ones. Even though in the Old Reliable Edward episode, I'm going to say this, I don't think Percy ever said one set of dialogue, even though he did appear.
Yeah, same with Toby.
Boy, Adventure Begins. I definitely recommend this movie. Next we go to Whale of a Tale. Barry's still saying if I'm okay to be added in. Whale of a Tale. I remember having the one with the pink filter on Thomas's face, but that one got. I wasn't mad it got pink on Thomas's face, but I got so mad when it got damaged. Yeah, slipcovers almost look the same, Jake Martin. The only Walmart sticker how it's placed.
Yeah, mine's placed like touching the hook here.
Mine's not touching the hook. Hold on. But this one, all the filters are normal. But I think yours might have pink on someone's face. I'm not sure, Jake Martin. If yours does, I'm not sure if yours has pink on anyone's face on yours. But
Oh, wow.
well, on the front and back cover, all Railway Series left.
Oh,
At least you guys are still here, but yeah, Whale of a Tale. If I had to pick a favorite episode, I would have to say I really like Toad and the Whale and Lost Property.
Yeah, those are good ones.
But it's like if your sticker's on the hook, it's like Cranky's trying to pick up the Walmart sticker.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Whale of a Tale's a cool rhyme, see what Abel says. Well, that is true, yes, but the episode... I mean, the episode's not called Whale of a Tale. The first episode's called Toad and the Whale. And like I like how Thomas mentions the grumpy railway inspector, even though they're well, but yeah, Henry Spots Trouble. I know some Australian fans were glad that episode was banned. Where? Because I know us Americans had to deal with this chickenpox Henry Spots Trouble episode. But I would have loved if Connor just applied his brakes when he gasps and like he does this in surprise, and he tries to apply the brakes and shuts his eyes tight. But yeah, I hope. Well, not right now. We'll talk about it after this is done. But yeah, Whale of a Tale. I recommend this release. Yeah, it was bizarre. See, we're able thinking like Henry thinks the engines can get chickenpox, but no, those were just accidents. You know when Butch got mud all over Thomas, and Diesel getting soot ashes on Paxton, and well, Gordon getting covered in paint. Thanks to Connor for not applying his brakes. But yep, this is the first episodic Thomas release where Thomas, Percy, James, and Sir Topham Hatt are all in their new voices, as well as Diesel. Because luckily I didn't referencing Harry Shale as Diesel this time.
and what about Christopher Ragland voicing Percy?
Yes, I said that. I said they're new voice actors.
Okay.
I'm just saying their new voices on this. Yes, I'll say Christopher Ragland as Percy, Rob Rackstraw as James, Keith Wickham as Sir Topham Hatt, Joseph May as Thomas, and this one I'll mention Carrie Shale as Diesel. Because I forgot he was in one clip in Henry Spots Trouble. Diesel voiced by Carrie Shale this time. hold on. Cameron says give you and Jake Martin a shout out. You're gonna give me a shout out, Cameron? Okay. I mean, I don't know how you can do this during a stream, but okay. Yeah, that's Whale of a Tale taken care of. Next we go to Wild Water Rescue, the only new Brenner Era episode we have on here.
Yeah, it just has the Wild Water Rescue episode itself. So, which yes, we did show this in the
Nitrogen one.
but it has 5 episodes, but they're never seen on DVD before.
Yes, but despite like the season 19 Wild Water Rescue episode has Thomas, Percy, and James, and Sir Tom had a Diesel voiced by their new ones. The Michael Brandon Miller ones, like the Michael Brandon CGI era ones, like the Miller ones, they go back to their old voices. Like basically, they go back to their old ones into the season 16 episodes, and Michael Brandon narrates them. But at least those ones they're in widescreen along with Wild Water Rescue. I was scared they were going to use 2 different aspect ratios, like you full screen for the season 16 episodes, but do the Wild Water Rescue episode itself in widescreen. But no, they kept the widescreen format. But actually, I mean, I know someone did the model version of the Determination song on this release, but backwards.
Well, they put one of the special features in full screen. That'll be this one.
Yeah, the Determination song.
But yes, it has a scene from Calling All Engines where Thomas lifted a new beam onto the Sodor suspension bridge.
Yep, he lowered the beam onto the new beam, because... Oh, Caden Zaref asks me how am I doing. I'm doing great, Caden Zaref. Thanks for asking. That's Wild But a Risky. That's nothing much to say about this one, except I need to address something. This one, they reused the Sir Top and Hat Calling All Engines Thomas and Gordon one from... I think they reused it from Santa's Little Engine, or they just reused something else. I don't know. I'll have to look through this whole program, but not play it, because I don't want to get copyrighted. Well, yeah, that's Wild Water Rescue. Now, just for the one Brenner Era episode, the episode itself. And it makes sense to put it as the title of the release, because the episode itself is called Wild Water Rescue. Oh, yeah. Now we get to the big treat, Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure right now.
Yeah. Mine doesn't have slipcover.
Mine does have a slipcover.
Yeah,
Originally purchased from Toys R Us, but I got it for my birthday 2 years ago. So.
Mine's not damaged.
But, oh well, I can just get it just in case you swap that out at some point.
Yeah, and Kainzer says, did you know Disney doesn't own Mickey Mouse anymore? Seriously? Disney doesn't own Mickey Mouse no more?
You've not heard of that?
No.
Yeah, they saw a couple video thumbnails of it, but I didn't watch any of them yet. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess they lost the right this year.
Yeah. Hold on. See when Abel says Amazing Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure looks good? It does look good, but I hate the parts with Sir Tom Hat being a BS craphead to Thomas.
Okay, well, to be fair, I was mad at that at first when I first saw this. But when I first got this Blu-ray, which was about 2 years ago, actually it was about a year and a half ago, I have cooled down on that.
But I can't cool it. You know, something similar to this. I know you have Pixar's Coco, right, Gum?
Yeah.
Something similar to that happens in particularly this one. I should do this on why this and Pixar's Coco are the same movie.
Yeah, I mean, this one, Coco is more of a more musical than what this one's, not more action.
But isn't that similar to, like, you know, how Miguel's family treats him like absolute BS garbage in Coco, and Sir Tom Hat does it to Thomas in this movie?
I mean, sure, but the difference between the two is that you do Sir Tom Hat does it for a reason. Cause I mean, like the first one, it makes sense. Okay, Thomas accidentally when he ruined the coaches.
But he didn't say sorry, which was also annoying.
I mean, yeah, and the second time, like it was not really all his fault, but yeah, I can see because I feel like that should have been the first thing he should have heard from one of the men from when he got there. But oh well.
But yeah, and we all know
And
the
the third one, yeah, that one's kind of annoying, but at this point, that one's just a nitpick for me.
Hold on, see what Abel says about these parts we were talking about? He says like it's just like in the episodes Emily's new coaches and Percy gets it right from season 7.
Like when Gordon's yelling.
Well, it's not really yelling. He's really mad. He just doesn't care about what Percy says. Like he says, old and wobbly, just like Toby. That's not news. Can't stop to listen to your silly chatter. And then when Percy tries to ask Sir Topham Hatt, he says, "Sir, sir," and he says, "Not now, Percy." If you want to get Blu-ray of Legend of the Lost Treasure, see one unable, be my guest. But there's a way to skip the parts of Sir Topham Hatt being like a stupid craphead to Thomas. Because imagine if they still made this on VHS back in the day. I would have been so angry at that. Well, and yes, I think I told this story before, how how can this be entertaining to a kid, and then a kid comes screaming and crying to his mom. He's saying, "I don't want to watch this anymore, Mom. Take this back to the store."
Well, sure, you can picture it that way if you want.
I mean, I would picture that, but I don't have my own kids yet, and they would probably do the same thing I would do, but I didn't take this back to the store when I got it. I see what you're saying, CO and Abel, but yeah. Legend of the Lost Treasure is still a recommend, but at least a lot of some good parts make up for those 3 BS parts. The fact that Daisy comes back finally.
Yeah, and the appearance of the small railway engines.
Yeah, one of their episodes did get on DVD, which is Tit for Tat, which is going to be much later.
Mm-hmm.
I already showed The Adventure Begins, Caden Zaref. I don't need to show it again. But yeah, and I know this one YouTuber, I told her to say, dude, Sir Tom Matt's not a villain in Lost Treasure. It's Sailor John.
Yeah, Sailor John is the villain.
Because he yelled out for Thomas, "Where's my treasure?"
You also said you were upset that Sir Topham never apologized to Thomas, but I told you how I saw it in a comment once. I don't know if you saw that.
Are you saying like you commented on that on my video when I did this HMR, or did I basically comment on something else?
It was something else.
I'm gonna have to look through it again, because I'm not sure where you found. I have to find that comment.
Well, I'll just say briefly. Basically, it was like he did apologize, but it was more like through that level of intelligence. You could kind of tell he was sorry. So that's the way I saw it.
Yeah, but now let's go on to Thomas's Christmas Carol, which for some reason say there is 4 episodes, but technically you could consider it being 5, because there's one of the episodes is split into 2 parts. It's the Diesel's Ghostly Christmas episode. Even though some people say this character being the Scrooge of A Christmas Carol has been going on so much. But yeah, I think that Diesel does it again, flashback in Diesel's Ghostly Christmas. I don't know why it's done at the docks when Diesel pushes the cars into the sea, but I like how in the original they say, well, into the harbor buffers. Well, I don't think you say Disney's A Christmas Carol, but I say just any version of A Christmas Carol. There's a Muppet Christmas Carol. There's a. I know you don't like Barbie. Yes, Jake Martin. Have not seen that live action movie from last year. There was a Barbie Christmas Carol I tried to watch in school, but we never finished it. And I don't think I want to, because I just, even though I've not seen the new live action Barbie movie yet, that one they did a Christmas Carol version.
Well, funny thing, years ago, I went to like Chuck E. Cheese, and they did like this parody of 12 Days of Christmas, and I don't remember all of it. I just remember the last few lines where it was like 3 Barbie dolls, 2 tokens, and a trip to Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my god! But yeah, Christmas Carol, Tom's Christmas Carol, rather, the release. How Victor says he came from a place that never ever snows. Because you know me, I would like to live in a state where it never ever snows during the winter holiday season. I mean, like if you've seen the scene in Home Alone 2 Lost in New York, when the other family members get to the hotel in Florida, there's no snow, but it's storming rain.
Yeah.
Because you know that state they went to, there's not a single snow.
Yeah.
Boy, Toss Christmas Carol. I'll have to find another copy that has that ever for that stupid Bob the Builder reboot. Thank God that's canceled. Thank God that got canceled.
Well, I just so happen to have that in the next release.
Which is right here, Tales on the Rails.
Yeah, I remember to pick this up at Walmart like about 5 years ago. Actually, I think it was 6 at this point.
Oh yeah, this one has in the season 19 episodes, Toss, Percy, James, Sir Tom had, and I don't think there's any season 19 episodes where Diesel's voiced by Carrie Shale.
No.
Okay, well, I'll just say this one. Thomas, Percy, James. Thomas voiced by Joseph May, Christopher Ragland as Percy, Rob Rextra as James, and Keith Wickham as Sir Topham Hatt in the season 19 episodes. But in season 18, Carrie Shale is James and Sir Topham Hatt, and Martin T. Sherman is Toss and Percy. But all these are narrated by Mark Morgan.
Yeah, because previously on Wild Water Rescue, it has Michael Brandon narrating season 16 episodes, so...
With their original voice actors, but this one with their different voices, but all of them are narrated by Mark Morgan. And yeah, like I mentioned before, I said like some of my favorite episodes would have to be Salty, All at Sea, and Duck and the Slip Coaches. Each from the 2 different seasons on this, from 19 it's Salty, All at Sea, and 18 is Duck and the Slip Coaches. Yeah, and when I watched Lego Lovers Thomas Home Media Collection 2016, he says the picture quality is a complete butt on this release.
Yeah, and that's what enticed me to get to buy this release. So I could see for myself, and I thought, it doesn't look as bad as I thought.
But some people say they like Very Important Sheep because it says it's an improvement over Wonky Whistle.
I just love it for this one shot of the sheep getting put into Annie's cab, where the boy's like, "Oh, here's another one," and then it turns because it looks like the sheep's walking on 2 feet until the door opens.
Oh my god, I noticed that. I watched Very Important Sheep like 2 times, maybe. I noticed that was funny when one of the sheep was being carried like this, and he was only walking on 2 legs. You should watch this. Have you watched this funny gig on YouTube, Gum, where there's a 2-legged horse funny gig you can watch on YouTube?
I don't think I have.
It's funny. I recommend it. Just look up 2-legged horse, and it'll just make you laugh for hours and hours and hours. well, yep, Tails on the Rails. I need to get another Bob the Builder one for this one. But luckily, I can just find a brand new. I can just buy this off eBay or Amazon. But I'll probably just do eBay just to be sure. Hold on, more private chat. I keep forgetting to read this. Oh, thanks for saying that, Cameron. Saying you and Jake Martin are my favorite person and YouTuber. That's very nice of you to say, Cameron. But yeah, Tails on the Rails. I say this one is a recommend. At least this one they fixed the goof on Salty, because I forgot to mention on Whale of a Tale, Salty doesn't have the lamp on the front of his little like thing up above his face. But look right here on the back. But in the actual episodes, the lamp's on him. But this one they fixed it, luckily. I forgot to mention that I don't think I mentioned that in my Whale of a Tale HMR. Where I forgot to mention Salty. The lamp's not on Salty, but in the actual episode, he does have the lamp on him. Right. Next up, start your engines. Right. Yeah, this needs the magazine subscription insert. I don't have one for mine.
Mine doesn't either, so.
Yeah, still know that part from Reds vs. Blues when Percy secretly becomes the narrator saying, "And then there was trouble."
And remember, I got this at half-price books.
Oh, you got it at half-price books, and luckily it came with the. I don't think when you looked inside when you got home when you bought it.
Yeah, actually, it was right when I got out of the store.
Like right as you got out of the store, you checked it to see if it had the thing inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I think one of the two Philip episodes, I have to say, I do like his second appearance of Philip to the rescue, where he, like that one's James strangely didn't mind pulling freight cars, but he was just jealous Philip can do it much better than he can.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and I also told you that the voice of Philip is voiced the character in this Netflix show called Hilda.
I've not seen that show.
Yeah, the third season came out last month.
Kane Zero says, "Are you excited for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 this year?" I surely am. I'm hopefully gonna mark that on my calendar, but I'll probably just see it a while after it comes out because I really don't want to see it on a weekday. Because if I were to see stuff in the theaters on the weekday, I would have to ask my friend, "Can you please schedule it ahead so that way I can request work off in advance?"
But yeah, now less than a year away, which is crazy. But Sonic Prime Season 3 is coming out next week.
I've not seen Sonic Prime at all, but yeah.
All I'll say is Shadow in that is amazing. He's characterized so perfectly.
Yeah, another thing about the Reds versus Blues is like, and yes, we know the story you told me before, Gum. How yes, it reminds you of the thumbs position for the green, red, and the green, red, yellow positions. I mentioned that. I think we said that story before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, in your elementary school, yes, thumbs down. I don't know if yours, Jake Barton, how your elementary school was like gums. Like his, like when his was in the red, it was thumbs down.
I'm not sure.
I mean, hopefully it's not like gums where it had the thumbs in different position for the green, yellow, and red. But mine was just different feelings depending on what behavior we were in. Like I think like the happy one with his mouth open means green, and I think like the semi-smile means yellow, and then the very frowny face means red.
Well, someone called me to help them with something, and I'll have to leave.
Oh, that's how caused. Well, I don't know if that caused you to get a red at all.
No, it didn't.
I know you just didn't want to whine about it. You said to do it without complaints, but yeah. Bye.
Well, I'll be leaving, so.
Okay, it's you, me, and Well, at least you have to stay gum. It's just me and Jake Barton. We're still on start your engines, but yeah. Yep, start your engines. Like I said, and yes, slow Steven, I do mention yes. I like I think I like the one where the suspension bridge fell down completely in calling all engines better than the slow Steven one. Because at least that one, the bridge fell down completely in calling all engines, because you know how the hurricane made it fall down. But that's start your engines all taken care of. Now on to the Great Race. Which, yes, we know the drill. Which part is one of the most stupid BS parts of all time? Which I'm not going to say again. But also, like, yes, I despise the part when Thomas could not go with the parade of engines to the Great Railway Show, Jake Barton. But I like the part in Toss the Special Letter better in season 4. Actually, Thomas did mention to the Flying Scotsman at the beginning of the movie. He did reference something in Toss the Special Letter at the beginning of this movie. Like watch every Thomas reference in the CGI series that were called back to the model series. There is one reference to Toss the Special Letter in this movie. Luckily, we have Toss the Special Letter on DVD, which I'm not... Well, I guess I could show, maybe. Great Race. We know the drill. Vinny's my favorite. I think Vinny's a great villain. Yeah, there's not much to say about Great Race, to be honest. Well, I already know the part we despise, but I did bring up... At least I brought up something new. That Thomas did reference a portion from Toss the Special Letter to Flying Scotsman. But Flying Scotsman only made a cameo in Tender Engines from Season 3. Yeah, not only do I mention the parts with the annoying reboot of Bob the Builder, this one has the worst Bob the Builder reboot toy, in my personal opinion. This stupid RC Super Scoop. I like the original Scoop design better.
So do I.
I mean, I don't have any Bob the Builder toys, but I do like their Hold on. Sue Abel says, I like how both Toss and Tashima get awards for being great in the race. Well, even though, yeah, I have to tell you this now, Jake. I don't think I've told you this before. How Thomas made Ashima win the shunting challenge when he noticed her line was blocked, and he made her win, which was so dumb. He could have won. He could have let just himself win if he just let Ashima got dragged along. Just like I hate at the very end towards the climax of the final race of the first cars when Lightning McQueen made Chick Hicks win. At the very last moment when he didn't cross the line with the checkered flag. He did the stupid... That was so stupid. He could have just won the Piston Cup and rescued his friend right after. But that was Chick Hicks' fault for not push him off the racetrack. But yeah, now that's out of the way, let's go into Tinsel on the tracks. Yeah, luckily this one, Annie Clarabelle got their just dues because Tom had told them 2 wrongs don't make a right. Oh, you forgot to mention this. I think this is the first. Well, I don't think this is the first release where they don't have artwork. Well, we know Ultimate Christmas was the first Thomas released to not have Thomas on the disc.
Well, it does have just the wreath, but not just Thomas.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the cartoon drawing of Thomas, like the little black and white Thomas. Well, and another. Okay. And well, even though like on the Percy and the Bandstand release from season 12, that's the second one to not feature Thomas on the disc, despite he's on the front cover with Percy on Percy and the Bandstand. And like on, well, and also the two Thomas C.J. Miller era specials, Misty on Rescue and Dave the Diesels, he was not on the discs at all. So really, that's 1, 2, 3. I think that's 4 releases that I know of that Thomas is not on any portion on the disc. So that means that Ultimate Christmas, Percy and the Bandstand, Misty on Rescue, and Dave the Diesels were the only 4 releases that I know to not have Thomas on the disc artwork at all. But this one, since Dave the Diesels doesn't have Thomas on the disc whatsoever. Yeah, boring red disc, which we're also going to see with Ultimate Friendship Adventures coming up next. Right now.
Well, it would have been better if they would have put the Tinsel on the tracks as a green disc instead of a red one. Oh yes,
Well,
here's Ultimate Friendship Adventures.
Last release of 2016. Which I'm actually saying, yes, this actually came out before Disney and Pixar's Finding Dory hit physical media. But this is the first one to have, well, all 10 episodes where Thomas, Percy, James, and Sir Topham Hatt and Diesel are in. Well, all of them, they're in their new voice, but all these episodes are still narrated by Mark Morgan. If they were just to replace take Toss the Babysitter off this release and replace it with Helping Hero. If they were to just put Helping Hero in place of Toss the Babysitter, we could have had all the episodes of season 19 on it, minus that garbage Toss the Babysitter episode. And yes, I mentioned this story before. Season 6 episode I like more than Toss the Babysitter is Toss Percy and the Squeak. What the crap? Stop saying that, Hayden Zaref. My YouTube channel is ruined? That does it. Time out for you, Caden Zaref. My channel is not ruined.
Not even mine.
My channel is fine. But yeah, Ultimate Friendship Adventures.
Mine too.
I want to say yes, but to some Toss fans out there, if you despise Toss the Babysitter just like I do this trick and just select each episode, but stop after Goodbye Sir Topham Hatt. Or if you play the whole release, just push skip as soon as Goodbye Sir Topham Hatt's over. Because come on, this is DVD. You can't ruin anything if you just skip just one single episode. So I have to say just a simple yes of a recommend. But now onto Extraordinary Engines. Released on Valentine's Day 2017. Well, we know the date.
Yeah. And, well, on your HMR video, you said that Sir Topham Hatt was scared, even though he was like, "Hey, silly seagull, get off my hat."
Oh yeah, when you're mentioning something I should have said this in my HMR. Hold on. Fiery says, moving game lover 98, I won't be joining until 8:55. But I gotta keep an eye on my thing, because I have to watch my thing, because my thing resets on Saturday, and I can go back to doing more streams on after January 6th. June's not till 5 more months. We just started this year already. Well, when the thing resets this Saturday, as I'm trying to say. Yeah, this Extraordinary Engines DVD was also part of the complete Series 20 UK release for some reason. Yeah, I know you don't like any ranges of Thomas Mega Blocks, not even the old ones. Yeah, we're getting close to show the Blubba movie, Jake Martin, if that's okay to be shown, even though it says it's written by Andrew Brenner. I don't know if it's okay to be shown despite it says it's written by Andrew Brenner, but it's the first.
Well, of course that's what the opening credits told me.
Oh wait. And yes, I like how in 3 Steam Engines Gruff, Percy did not snap back at Gordon after he got so fed up with Percy saying he had enough of his spookiness. Percy just chuckled nervously. With a nervous look on his face, he kind of chuckled. Yeah, I'm probably not going to buy Mega Blocks. Not even the old Toss Mega Blocks. It doesn't matter. I don't even want any of those ranges of Mega Blocks at all. All I like is Trackmaster and Tomy. Oh, Extraordinary Engines. I actually kind of think I like Hugo's. How like I like Philip's second debut episode, Philip to the Rescue. I think Hugo's second episode, Hugo and the Airship, is so much better than his Engine of the Future debut episode. Oh, Sooner Abel says, so by the way, I would recommend collecting and seeing the Welcome to Tonka Town 2003 VHS tape if you're a Tonka fan. I didn't know there was a Tonka VHS tape. I have the video game on GameCube, but I've never watched it on video before. Yes, I remember I used to always play the Rescue Heroes PC game when I was a little kid, but I never watched the movie. Well, I'm going to use the same thing with that Tonka VHS if I buy it. Boy, that's Extraordinary Engines all taken care of. Now let's get to the next one, Journey Beyond Sodor.
Which mine doesn't have that orange banner saying all new movie.
Well, yeah, probably not.
Might be a re-release on that artwork, but I still need to check to see if the disc still has 2017 content. So.
I mean, it should have it. I mean, it's the same disc, like you'll see in a minute. And yes, we know that Eric, there's Cranky right there, even though he does not work in the Steelworks, even though he's in the movie, yes. Hold on, more private chat. So many people are private chatting. Cameron says, can you do an early birthday stream, please? Well, you're saying for Jake Martin or for you? I don't know who you're referring to. Oh, Sooner Abel says my copy of the US release of Journey Beyond Sodor has its slip cover. That's cool. That is cool. For me, I can try to, Cameron, but if any issues are happening in that month, I'll have to say that's gonna have to be disqualified. Because that's what happens if I mess up too much in my stream. I have to start all over. But yeah, Journey Beyond Sodor, looks like a reminiscent of both Alice in Wonderland from Disney and Wizard of Oz from MGM. Even though, strangely, my copy of Wizard of Oz says the Warner Brothers logo, even though it's an MGM film.
Yeah, I know.
Just like I noticed in your one of your posts, because actually I'll tell you this. Well, we're almost done, but yeah, Journey Beyond Sodor, I recommend this, but like I said, I actually will show you something cool that now that I'm going to show you something that has to do with this later, Jake Martin, but because I actually have Revenge of the Sith on DVD again. Well, I'll go grab it and the Dragon Tales DVD with Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon episode in a sec after the week finished. Oh yeah, Journey Beyond Sodor. Oh yeah, I forgot to slide it out. It comes with the blue disc. it's dark blue. This one's dark blue. But when we get to Big World, Big Adventures, it's going to be a lightish blue. Yeah, I know it's just yours does not come with an insert, but here's the insert it comes with. It just comes with this interesting Superstation ad. I'm surprised Trainboy 54 has this, the Superstation, where you can combine all merchandise on one. They had no Wooden Railway merchandise to promote Journey Beyond Sodor, but so they just advertised this set. And another minis. Yeah, I don't like minis that much. Minis look odd, if you ask me. Well, in my opinion, at least, I just don't like to own so much. Yep, that's Journey Beyond Sodor. And we got 2 left. We got Christmas on Sodor. Oh, this one's red, just like with Tinsel on the Tracks and Ultimate Friendship Adventures.
Even though Tinsel on the track should have been green. That might have made sense.
And yet put Ultimate Friendship Adventures in, like, maybe blue? I mean, the sky was on the title, next to the logo was blue. The sky is blue. Not the actual title of the release, but the sky on the picture. Christmas on Sodor. I don't say some of these episodes are the best. I mean, I do like some of them. My favorites have to be All in Vain from season 20 and maybe Big Freeze from season 21. Yep. First time ever listing the episodes on the back cover since the Percy and the Bandstand independent release. But on the Adventure Pack, it's not. They don't list the episodes on the back. I remember getting this from Amazon as well next, and there's not much to say about Christmas on Sodor. I mean, this is the only way you're going to get season 21 episodes of Thomas on US DVDs. But yeah, and here's the other one. That's the final one. Big World, Big Adventures, the movie.
Yep.
Where it's stupidly low pitched on DVD, but on TV airing and on YouTube, you can watch it normal pitch. And yep, this one's blue, just like Journey Beyond Sodor, except it's different.
Like a bright or a sky blue. Well, it's kind of bright blue. And
Bright
also, they did not list the running time for some reason.
No, there's the running time. It's right underneath the closed caption logo.
Oh, I see. It says 1 hour and 25 minutes, even though...
AKA
Really?
85 minutes.
Yeah, it's 85 minutes, of course.
Now we have something over 70 minutes for a Thomas movie, because I guess this one... But yeah, some people keep commenting on my Big World, Big Adventures DVD HMR that I would have... Thomas could have just said to Ace, I would love to come around a world with you, Ace, but I have to finish my jobs first, and then I can come with you. And I gotta ask Sir Topham Hatt first.
Yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, like, I'll just say it again. I would love to do that, Ace, but first, I gotta finish my jobs first, and then I'll ask Sir Topham Hatt if... And then he finishes the job. But I gotta wait for Birdie first to give me my passengers, then I'll finish my passenger duties, and then if I have some free time, maybe Sir Topham Hatt could make me go around the world with you. And then, of course, Thomas comes in. Sir Topham Hatt tells him, "Thank you, Toss, for sorting those fish cars out earlier." "Not a problem, sir. Always ready to be really useful. I just waited patiently for my passengers to come. But, sir, I had a brilliant idea. Wouldn't you like it, sir? I was talking to Ace earlier. He was telling me about wanting to go around the world with him for a few days. I've never heard of that before, Thomas." Yes, sir. It would be cool. Would it be cool if your number one engine could be the first Sodor engine to go around the world with that racing car Ace? That would be interesting, Tom. That would be a good thing, Thomas. Well, I know you did wait for your passengers, and you sorted out those fish cars earlier. I would like for you and Ace to go around the world for a few days. Just remember, Thomas, to be back with. Don't be out for too long out at the world. Remember, we still need you back to keep this railway running on schedule. And of course, Thomas still says, "Sir, yes, sir. We, we and Ace will promise to be back within a certain amount of days." Since I did mention him, sir. Then Thomas blows his whistle and he's off. You know, actually something funny, Jake Martin. I'll actually mention this because I have this one particular vehicles at kids shows. I have the real wheels. Like, having this movie in my collection, but I'd rather watch it on YouTube because it's not low pitched on YouTube versions. I have the Travel Adventures Real Wheels DVD on that has these programs, with There Goes an Airplane, There Goes a Train, and There Goes a Bus. On the DVD version of There Goes a Train, after Engineer Bob congratulates Dave for making him stop the train, it cuts straight to the very end on the DVD version. Whereas on the VHS version, maybe I should get There Goes a Train on VHS alone. But all the other ones I'll have on DVD as well. That one they fixed the error on the VHS. Kind of like how, yes, your Wallace and Gromit DVDs on VHS, they're not low pitched, but on DVD for some reason they are. But yeah, that's Blubba Movie. Should I say yes? I would have to say I would probably say for collectors, for Thomas fans, I think if you want your collection bigger, yes, get it, but you'll have to watch the movie on YouTube. But yep, that's the whole collection. So I guess I'll stop. We're all done. And CO Variable says, "Wow, I had fun with Real Wheels, VHS tapes, and DVDs back in the day. I'm also a fan of other kids' medias about vehicles. Like, oh yeah, I love those. I Love Toy Trains. Those are. Hold on. Oh my God, Cameron said, please send me Wiggles DVDs. Stop that, Cameron. Get your own.
God.
You are. Hold on, I'm gonna tell him in the private chat saying, knock it off. Crap. Oh, he put in the live chat. No. Oh, you're saying that's enough, Michael?
Yeah, like.
You said that's Cameron's real name is Michael?
Michael Hushy?
Oh, it's Michael Hushy. There we go. Crud. Hold on, I'm putting him in timeout. There we go. I have no clue, Steeler and Abel. It's not your fault, Cameron. It is not your fault, Cameron. Michael Hushy kept spam commenting. The weird uncle thing. Yep, I put him in timeout. I did the right thing, Jake Martin. Just like how I'm staying away from Lego Lover 117. Well, even though when his next stream comes at the end of this month, I'm not gonna probably chat in the live chat.
Me neither.
And okay, now I'm gonna go show you the things I'm talking about. Now that we're done with the collection, I'll be right back. Oh, here I am. Hold on. Let me see if there's a guest trying to get in. Oh, it's William. Let me add him with nice pleasure.
Hey guys.
Hey, William. Great. Welcome to my very first stream of 2024, which was just showing off the Thomas Home Media Collection Brenner Era stuff only. I just finished like a while ago, so now I'm just showing off stuff. Well, I'm going to show other things. Like I said, other kids shows are allowed to be talked about, as well as ones that were owned by Hit Entertainment originally, and other Thomas stuff can be shown too. But we can talk about other Thomas stuff too.
Sure.
Oh yeah. Now I'll show Now I can show them all, Jake Martin. These things with these specific things I almost tried not to puke at. Now I can show them all.
Oh.
All these three with these parts I tried not to. I don't want to say the V word, but I'll just say tried not to puke at. This one, Frankie crying at the end. This one, the battle towards the end on Mustafar and Revenge of the Sith. I have to take deep breaths every few minutes because I was fearing I was going to fall out of my chair and get another damn seizure. Sorry. So the minor swearing.
Who cares?
I know, but I almost got another. Yeah, I know, and I almost got another damn seizure when I thought I was going to fall out of my chair and get another seizure at one particular part on the Mustafar battle in Revenge of the Sith, and of course this one when Finn started to cry, like when Finn cried when he says he was hungry. Glad I'm going to show all these three. Now I have Revenge of the Sith. The reason why I should have kept this DVD in the first place, Jake Martin, but even though, yeah, don't mind the sticky residue, at least it came in like brand new condition, and the whole movie should play fine. Yes, I chose the widescreen version, and it was brand new sealed. The reason why I kept this, because look, it says features trailers for these Star Wars video games. That's why I should have kept this DVD in the first place. But I'm missing Phantom Menace, and that's it. But at least if I can do them showing this way. I'm glad I showed these three things now, Jake Martin, because one of my previous streams I only could show Journey. You showed me them one at a time. But now that I have them all displayed, I can grab them like this. Yep, I saw your recent post on this DVD already turning, what was it? 22 years old already.
Yeah.
But you forgot to put the VHS look on the bright side, because I thought all those three VHS tapes along with this DVD were released on the same day.
Well, it says that it came out in 2001, especially on the Wikia.
Like the Dragon Tales wiki, like just like you look up the show's wiki. Well, anyway. And another one I saw, because I grabbed the Wiggles 2-2. Well, I don't have it on VHS 2-2, but I will get it soon. Because this release is already 20... I'm actually... wait. This release came out in the very start of 2001? You're saying, like, January 2nd, 2001 for this release?
Yes, that's what the Wikia for the Wiggles said. Because, well, it did come out in 2000, but as a screener tape. So, I guess the official came out in 2001, so...
Well, that's with some screener Thomas releases. I'll have to look when the screener of Thomas' Sodor Celebration came out on DVD. Well, I mean, I don't think they released any Thomas screener VHS tapes, but they did it with DVDs. But yeah, here's another reason why I'm bringing out King of the Railway. Now I can explain. Now we finished the collection, Jake Barn. The reasons, maybe I should have kept this on plain DVD, because I like how that one, the DVD only version comes with a slipcover, and my Blu-ray copy doesn't have a slipcover. That's another reason why I should have kept the DVD-only copy of Blue Mountain Mystery. I mean, you've seen my Blue Mountain Mystery DVD HMR. I should have kept it instead of just trading off with the Blu-ray. Even though the Blu-ray comes with a DVD anyway. But I like how the DVD version comes with the slipcover on the North American version, but the Blu-ray does not for some reason. Even though I think some people's US copy of Blue Mountain Mystery on Blu-ray might come with a slipcover. But luckily for these later ones, like Tale of the Brave onwards, I have them on Blu-ray because I don't like how on the standard DVD ones they fit in. They shrink it down a bit. I don't like how it's the size of a Blu-ray case in DVD ones by Universal. I mean, Magic Railroad on Blu-ray didn't come with a slipcover, which that's honestly fine because I mean, but yeah, and another reason why I brought this DVD out, Jake Barn, is yes, this Tales You Lose also kind of reminds me how yes, Lightning McQueen said at the beginning of First Cars, he says there's a lot more to racing than just winning, and also like how this one guy said at the climax of the First Cars, when he explains to the King, Mr. the King's, I don't know what his name is called, but he says he just calls him
King Strip Weathers.
But you said, but sorry, what were you trying to say?
The King who's Dynaco, racer number 43.
I'm talking about the golden guy he calls him just Light for short.
Oh.
I don't know the golden guy's name. I know the blue guy is the King Strip Weathers. But yes, Chick Hicks and Lightning McQueen, they have Chick Hicks is number 86 and McQueen is 95. Because actually, now that I'll also explain something. Next year will be the 40th anniversary of Pixar.
Whoa.
I don't know what they're releasing in honor of Pixar's 40th anniversary next, but also for this year, it's coming up on Thomas's 35th anniversary in North America. Maybe I should do an anniversary stream to Thomas's anniversary in North America. But yeah, I am not doing actually, I need to explain something. When I was trying to do the reaction to Bully for You in your birthday last year, Jake Barn, I forgot to keep my screen turned off when I was trying to fast forward to the part, which made me so pissed off. But when your birthday comes up, I'm not going to do it again. Because that was last year, and I don't want to bother doing it again for your 20th birthday, so I'm not going to risk doing it again. So yeah, even if I'm showing this DVD anyway, I'm not going to do this for your birthday this year. Don't do the reaction to Bully for You again, because I already did it. However, I will show you. I did take a picture of Cassie hugging Finn, Jake Barton, like the scene towards the end before Finn cried because he says he was starving. When Cassie says, I do love Finn. I took two of them where Finn's eyes are closed, but another one when his eyes are open, but he's still happy. But before Emmy comes to the scene, says, and she loves Max. And before he starts to cry. I don't think I want to do the reaction to Finn crying on that stream for your birthday either, Jake Martin. I'm not going to do it. Even though this is the first episode on this DVD, no way. Even though I will admit I try, like I just told you it, yeah. But we should talk about more Thomas stuff. Well, other Thomas things in general. Oh, yep, there's your Tell Me Thomas, William.
I fixed the middle wheel because when I got it, it was crooked down like this. So I took my screwdriver and I put it back in the normal position.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I should do that when I get my Tell Me Thomas, Because, I mean, honestly, why would I need those Trackmaster version of Thomas when I just have the good old trusty Tomy one? Because that's what I think when I do my remakes, Jake Barton, I'm going to use the Steam Along Thomas when Thomas is coupled up to Annie Clarabelle throughout the episode. There's so many to explain where Thomas is coupled up to Annie Clarabelle throughout the majority of the episode. Well, basically throughout the whole episode. One example is definitely Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, where it doesn't couple up from Annie Clarabelle at least once. But I have to make sure Birdie... But honestly, I don't care which version of Birdie I get, because I want to make sure that Thomas is puffing along.
Speaking of Thomas and Birdie's Great Race, I noticed something in that episode. In the scene where Annie Clarabelle says, "We beat Birdie yet." That shot is used in the intro.
I know, but you know how in Thomas the Conductor and Thomas Comes to Breakfast, he passes the windmill at a different angle. He passes it the other way. It's stuck on there. And I also mention this again, Jake Barton, seeing these episodes in the wrong order on the DVD version of Whenever I'm Afraid reminds me of the Percy's Ghostly Trick Thomas VHS tape from 1996, that cover. Even though which would I rather have? A release with muddled up episode order, but have an easier tape to not destroy, or ones where I have to unfortunately deal with a sticker label, but I want the episode list to be in order. For me, I would have to go with episode order fixed. Because at least when I watch this one, it still goes Have No Fear first, just like the VHS version. But if I get that Tomy Steam Along Thomas, I'll use it when he's still coupled on to Annie and Clarabelle. Oh, dude, watch when I do my old reliable Edward remake. Well, I have to switch between the regular Thomas and the Steam Along Thomas when he's not with Annie and Clarabelle, or when he's pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Even though I'm not so sure, I'm concerned about that Steam Along Thomas, because it might give me issues if I don't use it for several months. Even though I like to do this like where Thomas is coupled up to Annie Clarabelle instead of having to keep uncoupling him from the coaches all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think enough. But also, like in my Percy Runs Away remake, I'll use plain Thomas for the beginning. But when he couples up to Annie Clarabelle, I'll immediately switch to Steam Along Thomas.
That actually sounds a pretty good idea.
And like when I do the Henry Special Cole remake, I'll keep the Steam Along Thomas at that scene towards the very end. And it doesn't matter if it's the George Carlin or Ringo Starr version of Henry Special Cole. When Thomas says whoosh. Well, in Ringo Starr, he said Thomas to Annie Clarabelle, but in George Carlin, he said Thomas to the coaches. But he still says, have you ever seen anything like it? But actually, something funny, I'll have to get a lot of troublesome trucks if I'm going to do my Thomas Breaks the Rules remake. Because that one, you can clearly... Thomas has 4 freight cars, and Annie Clarabelle's at the back. That's one instance where I could actually use Thomas with Annie Clarabelle individually, but I have to have so many trucks. Or, okay, unless I could just use these freight cars I have that are on that are displayed right there on my shelf. But I need just like one, like in the actual episode, there's Thomas pulling 4 freight cars, and there's Annie Clarabelle. But yeah, I know you showed that your Tomy, Thomas and Friends Toby, Jake Martin, and I saw your update where you did show the Play-Rel Toby.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad it was the original Toby face from the Tomy era, not that one from Mattel where his eyebrows are shaped differently, or that redesigned Toby from Trackmaster or something. But I would like to,
which I got for Christmas in 2021.
I want that Toby so bad. But at least like if I got Birdie in any merchandise, I don't have to worry about this stupid silhouette. I don't have to look at that guy smoking a pipe in one of the picture silhouettes. Because think about this: if you have the very first birdie from Wooden Railway, there's a guy smoking a pipe in one of the seats in the back. And when I saw that as a kid, it's like, oh, this is just a silhouette. I don't need to worry about anything. I will just stay away from what that guy's doing, smoking, because it's bad. Because that's the
birdie.
But at least the drivers on the 2002 version, he still has his driver. But on the Mattel version, they got rid of his driver.
That's strange.
But I guess I could push the birdie along just like I did with the Wooden Railway version, because that's why I do. Like I said, this is why I like Trackmaster the most, because it's a combination of both. I can let it run with batteries, but I can push it like a Wooden Railway toy. But I will probably get some Toss Wooden Railway toys one of these days, because like I said, just in loving memory, I miss the guy Roy Wilson who made the Toss Wooden Railway line back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one instance where I actually might have Thomas separate from Annie Clarabelle but just a couple of freight cars for my Toss Breaks the Rules remake. But like when I watch this guy's one remake of Thomas's Christmas Party, he does use Toss with Annie Clarabelle, but in the actual episode, Thomas does not pull Annie Clarabelle when he helps clear the snow from Mrs. Kindly's cottage. Because like how at the very end of Toss's Christmas Party, Annie and Clarabelle are separate from each other? But the cool thing is if I get that Toby, that is, for Trackmaster, maybe I can use that little black caboose or brake van, whatever you call it, as like the little brake van that Toby has behind Henrietta in Toss's Christmas Party.
Mm-hmm. I like those kind of brake vans. I was thinking about, why don't we just use those for my remakes? Because I like them better than the short black brake van.
Oh, you're talking about the ones that they made later brake vans much bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Fiery says you might be wondering why I'm mad right now. It's because a YouTuber named Damien is exposing Thomas MLP. Oh my god. Seriously, dude? That guy needs to flipping knock it off. Come on, dude. That's BS crap. Oh, and also for this, Jake Barn, well, I guess we'll talk about Thomas stuff in between. But also, I actually found an image of Max and Emmy hugging in Cassie the Green-Eyed Dragon before they left to go back home. I just download that from the internet, and a picture of Ketzel hugging Cassie from the emotional Goodbye Little Caterpoozle. Those I just downloaded from the internet instead of just taking a snapshot. Hold on. Or private chat. Hold on. Cameron says, "Can I try to join Jake Barnes' birthday stream because I have school?" That's a maybe, Cameron, because I want this to be a very special day for Jake Barnes when he turns 20. Because he's going to be 20 in just about a month and several days.
Hope I'll have plenty of time to join because I'm going on vacation in February.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, we're going to Florida, and instead of driving down to Florida, we're gonna take a plane, which will be my first time flying in a plane.
I tried to take a plane with my grandma to a different state, you guys, but unfortunately, I don't know. I didn't really want to try going because I forgot one of my uncles has a dog. I mean, you guys probably have dogs. I don't know if you have any dogs, William, but Jake Martin has a dog.
Well, I have 3.
3 dogs? That's even more than my uncle on my father's. One of my uncles on my father's side who has 2. I mean, do you have a cat? Do you have a cat though?
Sorry?
Do you have a cat?
Well, I used to have, like, two. One is an outside cat and one's an inside cat.
I mean, I don't know if you still have them, or if not, you just gave them away, or they just sadly just been put to rest. I mean, I didn't know one of your cats likes to be an outdoor cat.
Yeah, and speaking about me having three dogs, I have one who is inside and two are outside.
Well, at least it's better. And actually, I'll just say this right now, Jake Barton. I think I actually messed up in one of my previous streams. I'll just say that I was looking up on the Wikipedia that one of the junkyard dogs voiced by Patrick's voice actor Bill Fagerbakke, his name is actually Mooch, the one who's you can't see his eyes like Bear from Bear in the Big Blue House. His name is actually Mooch. Kind of like saying the word moose. It's kind of like saying the word, I don't know what to say. Kind of like saying the word, what was it? Saying the word kind of like moose, but with CH at the end. So actually his name is Mooch, voiced by Bill Fagerbakke, Patrick's voice actor. I did not bring the Lady and the Tramp 2 movie with me, but that's okay. But I'm just fixing my mistakes. But yeah, you should. Yeah, I hope you also didn't understand this, Jake Martin. I'm still filled up on pinned comments, and I want to get rid of them soon. Because I cannot stand having pinned comments filled up on my phone. Oh, Railway Series is back. Let me put him in.
Hey, I'm back.
Okay, that's good. Yep. Oh, C1 Able says in the live chat, Mooch is a fabulous name. It is. He's voiced by Bill Fagerbakke, the same guy who's voiced SpongeBob, and a particular character in he voiced Frosty in The Legend of Frosty the Snowman, which I do not have yet. The only Frosty I've seen were just Frosty the Snowman and Frosty Returns, and that's it. But maybe if I do some people like to do fun and stuff that even if it's Christmas in the summer, maybe I'll watch Legend of Frosty the Snowman this summer. Since this year just started already, just yesterday, maybe I'll watch The Legend of Frosty the Snowman once May or June rolls around. Because, like, some people like to say Christmas in July all the time, every year. But yeah, you can actually have my copy of Let's Play School, Jake Barton, because I know... And actually, I also looked on the Wikipedia for Lady and the Tramp 2 Scamps Adventure, Jake Barton. Aunt Sarah is actually Jim Deere's aunt. So basically, she's Jim Deere's aunt, aka Junior's great aunt. So I guess that's something new. Okay, I guess maybe she's a lot like what she's different from my great aunt in real life. And yes, when you mention you mentioned one of your aunt uncle's names in your update video from last year, Jake Martin. You mentioned your uncle someone. Uncle somebody. I don't know
Uncle Kelly and Aunt Brenda.
That's one of my new aunt's names on my mother's side, Jake Martin. She's married to one of my mom's brothers on her side. Luckily, I still got him. I've got an Aunt Brenda too, Jake Martin. I mean, she and my uncle on my mother's side have a dog and a cat too, you know. But yeah, unfortunately, I have to live. This is one of my only releases I have, Jake Barton, where the sticker's plastered underneath the outer sleeve. Well, it's actually one of my only Wiggles DVDs. I'll have to live with it, unfortunately. And that's not for individual sale sticker, kind of like I did when I had that version of Stevie's versus Diesels. But like I said before, you can have my copy of Barney Let's Play School. Luckily, it's not a Lionsgate reprint. And the same thing for numbers everywhere. Well, I gotta buy the Lionsgate print first from my collection. I'll buy the Lionsgate print of Numbers Everywhere and give you my original hit entertainment version. Yeah, another thing I want to brush up with my Ptolemy Thomas if I get that Steam Along Thomas. Hold. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, C1 Enable says, I'm sorry, it's time for me to go now since it's time for me to start dinner. Oh, okay, C1 Enable. At least you have to chat in the live chat. Have a great dinner and have a great night as well, CO1 Enable. CO100 Enable. But yeah, gladly I fixed these errors. I forgot that luckily I fixed now, and when I do, maybe if I, well, you know what I said about laying the train to Escape's Adventure, where I fix these errors about these characters. Now I know the dog voiced by Bill Foggerbocke, Patrick Starr's voice actor from SpongeBob. Yeah, Mooch voiced by Bill Foggerbocke. And the character Aunt Sarah is... What's that? Oh yeah, there it is. I want to get a plush of Patrick Starr. I saw a SpongeBob plush at my work, Jake Martin, but I didn't buy it because it was so large. I'm not a big fan of large plushies. I like these really, this cute little guy, Oliver. But I would love to get these, well, if I were to get the next set of ones where the animal's the main character, I want to get Lady, Tramp, or Scamp next in plush form. Because I've seen a lot of people do fan-made art where they do include Cat Oliver along with dogs from Lady and the Tramp movies.
Merry Christmas, SpongeBob. That's what Patrick said when he found that embarrassing photo in the secret box.
Oh yeah, at the very end of the secret box, which I want to get that gift set of season 2. Actually, I think I'll just replace the greatest of the season 2 set when I got to regain the sets back. I know you and me want to get that, Jake Martin, the gift sets with seasons 1 through 8. Well, I mean, you'll think about it, but I really need to get some more SpongeBob. Well, I need to regain SpongeBob from my physical media collection. Actually, not only did the show's creator, Steven Hillenburg, passed away 6 years ago, one of these people who voiced Mermaid Man passed away 12 years ago.
Well, it was Ernest Borgnine who's Mermaid Man.
Yeah, may he rest in peace. Passed away in 2012. Don't know how old he was when he passed away. All I know is he passed away in 2012. And the other guy who voiced Barnacle Boy also passed away.
It was Tim Conway.
Tim Conway. Tim Conway. It's kind of like saying something wet, almost like saying Timothy, but you gotta say these words correctly. Yeah, I think may he also rest in peace. I think he also passed away, years ago.
This time in 2019.
Yeah, both of them weren't feeling well, but that's okay. I don't know if there's time to add Fiery, so I don't know if there's time to add Fiery, so I've only got maybe 21 minutes, so I think what I'll do, just to be on the safe side, is if I have maybe it reaches 5 till 9:30, I think because I gotta watch my thing. But luckily my thing resets on Saturday, and I'll do some more streams next week beginning on maybe Tuesday. Hold on. I think I can do this. Well, yesterday was today's the 2nd. Today's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll just say some other stuff, but yeah. But I don't know what I'll do for the next few streams after my thing resets after Saturday. But I think maybe I want to do, because every time I do as many Guess the Voice impression streams as I do, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I do think I'll do the same thing as I did with your birthday last year, Jake Barn. I'll do a Guess the Voice impression stream after your birthday. Just like I did last year, I waited till after your birthday, then I did a Guess the Voice impression stream. But next week, I don't know what to honestly do. I really want to combine. Well, honestly, I don't know what to do for your birthday. Well, it's just be a plain birthday stream. Well, actually, I don't know. Like I did with the Thomas and Dragon Tales one I did last year for Flicka's birthday. I had to do so I think, like, because I know only for shows you like, because I mean, you, me, and Flicka like Dragon Tales. We all like Thomas. But unfortunately, you don't like JJ the Jet Plane like me and Flicka do.
No.
But we all like Sesame Street. We all like... But we too like Bob the Builder and Barney, but he doesn't. So like last year when I did for Flicka's, I did the Thomas and Dragon Tales one. I think for this year, I want to do well, for you at least, I want to do the Bob the Builder and Dragon Tales. Or maybe just Thomas and Bob the Builder. Maybe that's what I'll do, or I'll just show just ordinary stuff. Oh, Fiery says in the private chat, is there time to add me? Unfortunately not, Fiery. I'm terribly sorry. Because I gotta watch my thingy. But yeah, I'll show you I'll just show you Tale of the Brave on Blu-ray just so I told you earlier, Jake Martin. This is why I have the Thomas Blu-rays these ones that got Blu-rays by Universal. Those ones, they fit perfectly in the Blu-ray case, but if you buy them on plain DVD, I don't know why they have the Blu-ray inserts in a DVD case. But with King of the Railway, they didn't make that error. But yeah, I probably might just rebuy Blue Mountain Mystery on DVD by itself with a slipcover. But I don't know if someone does have but if someone has a Blue Mountain Mystery United States Blu-ray copy with a slipcover, I'll have to tell them, please let me know, and I would because I like to have one. That's a no well, I mean, I can show my video game collection, but I just cannot show. But that's a no-no to Jake Barn because he doesn't play like console video games, but he can play Thomas DVD games. But yeah, if I get multitude of express coaches for Gordon and Trackmaster, like even at that one scene in Best Dressed Engine when Gordon sulks to himself when he leaves Knapford Station. Wait, I was like in that scene that towards before it cuts to the next one, I was like, wait a minute, Gordon has 5 coaches? But then when he cuts to the next scene, he says silly little engines. He only has 3.
I guess they might have used stock footage from Bulgy Rides Again.
Well, yes, because that and Bulgy Rides Again were filmed at the same time, but they came 3 episodes apart. But towards the end, Gordon has 4 coaches in Best Dressed Engine. Well, like the scene where he passes the bridge that Bulgy drives over.
Yeah. And yes, Bulgy was in his red paint before he was changed to green.
But in Bulgy Rides Again, he got turned into a green. He changed from red to green at the end, but when they reused it for Best Dressed Engine, he's back to being red again. Well, and then when Gordon grumbles about decorations saying they're undignified, Bulgy's horn is heard. Oh, you don't believe this, Jake Martin. When I watched the bouncing act on the Believe in Yourself DVD version, well, it's also on VHS. I love how Ord hugged Emmy, saying, "You're the best, Emmy." If Ord wanted to try out her skateboard. Well, it was a sweet little hug. So, I mean, you've seen the bouncing act episode before.
I don't think so.
Okay, it's on YouTube. If you don't have this this one's. I mean, you'll probably like it. I mean, it's just a sweet little, short little hug. Oh shoot! What was that noise? Was someone's tummy growling or something?
Oh.
Did I hear someone's tummy growling?
That's like I heard of.
Oh, okay, well.
Usually my stomach doesn't growl that loud.
I mean, it only acts like that if you're starving or something.
Sorry, I had dinner. I had Mexican for dinner.
That's a delicious food thing. Yeah, also for my Toss a Special Letter remake, this is where I'm going to have to really use... Well, at the beginning, Steam Along Thomas comes, but when they're in the sheds, I have to use Thomas all by himself, but I have to switch off between in a pattern. Steam Along Thomas at the beginning, but when he's at the sheds and he's with Oliver, before his accident occurs, use the plain Thomas. And when he comes into Ellsbridge Station with Annie Clarabelle, So really I'm switching off a pattern with Steam Along Thomas and plain Tommy Thomas for my Special Letter remake. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about, guys, when I get my Steam Along Thomas and Tommy Thomas, because I just got Annie Clarabelle by themselves and Tommy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be going in a pattern switching off between the Thomas and Steam Along Thomas for my Special Letter remake. But I can't find Tommy Oliver. I do not have Tommy Oliver. He was like the easiest item to find back in the day, but now he's going up for so much money. Yeah, if I ever get that Tommy Oliver, I will not do that silly... Well, actually, when Decoleman H got his Tommy Oliver back 16 years ago in 2008, he noticed like one of the things that blocks that one wheel at the back of Oliver was gone. When he did his My Project video, he put the side rods on the other way. I mean, we've all seen that video of Decoleman H when that video was just simply called My Project, but it shows off something with that Tommy Oliver. Oh, Railway Series just left again. But because I don't want to do that silly thing and have the same thing as Decoleman H's Tommy Oliver, where he cut, it was basically like that when he got it, but I don't want to do that silly thing and just saw off that thing that blocks off the back wheel and put the side rods on the correct way, because unfortunately I'll have to live with it being on the opposite direction of that Oliver. Hold on. And RWS is back.
Sorry about that.
What was that? What's wrong?
It's just some of my friends on Discord started to hate me because all that thing I did in the past. But I had to make it up to them I had to apologize to them in my stream.
Well, hopefully you fix that, but anyway. But yeah, the only reasons why I would rebuy Blue Mountain Mystery on plain DVD again, Jake Barton, if no one has a Blue Mountain Mystery Blu-ray, but it has a slipcover, I guess so. Even though I did remember seeing a King of the Railway Blu-ray with the slipcover, I never bought it. I forgot to buy it.
Okay. Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, the one. Well, like when Decoleman H got it from eBay, the thing was. I think someone cut it off the thing. That's why he put the side rods on the correct way. Like on the actual driving wheel, yeah.
Well, I don't mind that either.
I mean, at least the side rod's there.
They just flipped his side rods or something.
Even though on his TV render model, I guess that's the reasons why they did this, because like the way he looks on the TV series is because the way his side rods are and his leading and the back driving wheel and the motorized wheel is like his back wheel in a way. So I guess maybe they did that like that.
And also, his wheels were black instead of green.
Color them green, honestly. I mean, I could try to color them in green because you know how like all the like on the my complaint with the very first Wooden Railway version of Oliver is that they did not color his wheels green. Kind of like how they did not paint Trevor's wheels, the outside of his wheels red on the original Wooden Railway version of Trevor, even though I could probably just get away with some nail polish and color them.
Well, and also, Trackmaster Oliver is kind of like Steven, if you ask me.
God, that Steven looks really awkward with a gigantic hole in his tender. I'd rather get the Trackmaster Fisher-Price version of Steven, honestly. Because I don't like how on the Wooden Railway version, he's connected to his tender, but on other ones, he's like separate from his tender. Oh. Wow. Or I guess since I have a few minutes left before it reaches where I'm time for me to end this stream, maybe I will just do I'll still do a random impression to start off this year, since I've got like 3 minutes left. But when it reaches 1 minute till 5 minutes till 9:30, Jake Barn, I guess I'll do a random impression. Maybe I will do it off to kick it off for this year. Since I did a different one to end off last year, let me think of a different one to start off to this year. Well, let me just say stuff normally for a few more minutes. Excuse me. I think, yeah, this year I'm definitely going to absolutely go to the train convention. If I find that Tommy Thomas, that's the... Because maybe there is a way I could get Thomas, Percy, and Gordon and Trackmaster. All those three, because I got them the rolling stock off Tully Thomas Town, the mail car, the express coach, and Annie and Clarabelle.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll find them at this year's train convention if I go. Maybe I could go to this year.
There is a train show coming in April where I'm at, and I can't wait to go to that one.
Yeah, hopefully, and maybe I could get some Wooden Railway stuff, but I'll just find them new in the box because I just don't like. But we'll just see what I do. But yeah, it's okay. I'll just say something normal. I'll just chat for something normally. But when it reaches 1 minute till 9:25, I'll do a random impression. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. I think I'll just do a plain birthday stream for you this year, Jake Warren. Just a plain birthday stream, because I think the collection one might be too long. Like I did with the Thomas and Dragon Tales one for Flicka last year. And yeah, and I'll just say something quickly normal, and then I guess the guy got an impression now. And yeah, and also, like I said, I probably might just get a... I know what I'll get as my very first Dragon Tales VHS. It's this release. Okay. Now it's 9:24, so let me think of a good impression to do it. But this one is my very first stream for this year, 2024. Okay, let me see if I can do this impression. What should I do as my first? Well, just end off this stream for my first one is this for this year. Oh, how about this one where it goes? Oh, how about this one where it goes? Oh, crap! Really Series is back, but there's no time to put it back in. I gotta do the impression. Come on. There's no time, but yeah. Oh, what am I should do? Oh yeah, the impression. The impression. Oh yeah, this is the impression I was trying to do. Oh yeah, how about this impression where it goes? Oh yeah, how about this impression where it goes? A few days later, Toby arrived. That's a good engine, said Sir Topham Hatt. I see you brought your coach, Henrietta. You don't mind, do you, sir? Asked Toby. The station master wanted to use her as a hen house, and that would never do. No, indeed, said Sir Topham Hatt. We couldn't allow that. And then Toby made the silly freight cars behave even better than Thomas did.
Thomas breaks the rules.
With George Carlin's narration, which can be found in Thomas and His Friends Help Out, A Big Day for Thomas, and The Quarry Adventures on Sodor DVD sampler.
Yep.
Well, anyways, yep, I'm gonna let you guys go.
Alright.
Yep, hopefully stick around for the next. Yep, see you, William. Yep, hopefully stick around for the next streams coming soon, Jake Martin. I'll probably plan out what to do next week.
Okay. See ya.
Yep, see ya. Well, anyways, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed my very first stream for this year, 2024, showing off my Thomas Home Media Collection, showing off only Andrew Brenner era stuff. Hopefully you guys, well, enjoyed it and stick around for more streams coming hopefully next week. And yep, hopefully stick around for them soon, guys. And that's it. And goodbye for now.